Yeah.
So like you said, you kind of studied abroad, so that's what I want to kind of dissect a little bit too, if that's cool with
Yeah.
you. So,
Yeah.
um, so in your undergrad, when you're getting your bachelor's in communication and everything like that, so what interested you to study abroad in the first place? Let's start there.
Okay. What interests me to study abroad? That's actually a really good question because I wasn't looking into studying abroad because it's expensive, right? Like, and at the time I was paying for college pretty much on my own. I would have to find scholarships. I was on FAFSA. I was on financial aid.
Same.
I Yeah, and so it
Yeah.
was just kind of like, mm, study abroad is definitely not in my mind at the time. And so, but we had, I don't know if you ever remember of having the communications, it's at the beginning of the school year where we talk about everything that's going to happen through that
Oh,
semester and stuff. I forgot what they call it though.
kind of like I know you're talking about like a communications meeting. They have it like the beginning of every semester. I
Yes,
know what you're talking
okay,
about.
that
Yeah.
one. Yes, yes. Okay, so that I don't know what they call it though. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I had went to it because I went to all of them, and they were talking about how Dr. Osiwari and uh Professor Connie Baum, we're gonna do again go to South Africa to study abroad for media around the global media around the world, focused on specifically, what I forgot what the topic mainly was, but I was like, that kind of seems interesting. They're having an interest meeting if anybody wants to go at this time, whatever. So I went just to see what it really was about because again, I was just a communications major. I didn't have nothing along with media yet. I But I was just intrigued by it. So I was like, you
Mhm.
know what? I'm gonna go see what they're talking about, and then from there, I'll decide if that's something I want to do, and so that way I can set aside money for it and work even twice as hard to be able to pay my way.
Mhm.
So I went. I started talking to Dr. O, and well, I probably should call her Dr. Osiwari because not everybody knows her by Dr. O. But I talked to her about it, and she told me that what it really is, it's two programs that we're gonna volunteer our time to. One, we're gonna help restructure the social media and show what their story is about, like a timeline of their story. Do
Yeah.
some video, capture some pictures and stuff like that. And then the second one was we're gonna build an after school program library for the kids in a township that whenever they're done with school, they have a place to go and still be able to learn and read and write and do mathematic problems or do homework there or whatever it might be. So I was like, it's an after school program. So I was like, oh, okay, that seems interesting. And so that was that. And then
Mhm.
I was like, well, how much does it cost total? And she told me the price. Could I tell you that price right now? Absolutely not. But she told me the price, and I said, all right. I was like, I think I can probably make that work. I came back home. I did the little math that I know how to do, and I calculated, and I was able to afford it. And I went ahead and just was like, here you go. Here's my money. I'm going. I'm all in. And so that was something that was an experience on my own just because like I said, being a first generation college student, paying for college on your own, finding other alternative ways to pay for college because college is not cheap, right? Everybody knows that.
Mhm.
um it was nice to know that I was able to do something for myself and not rely on anybody.
That's amazing. So that's wow, that's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing that. That's pretty cool that
Yeah, of course.
you were able to do that and go to Africa and live those experiences, as a college student. Because I was like, I've never been out of the United States before, so be able to go to, you said Africa, right?
Yes, South Africa,
South
yes.
Africa. So that's pretty cool to live that experience and just do all of that, just to do after school programming or anything like that. But